If you grew up in Jefferson County, Colorado, there is a very good chance you remember that feeling, that profound kind of shifting, grainy nostalgia of walking into this giant concrete dome, the lights going down, and then that awe-inspiring realization of just how massive the universe actually is. You know exactly what I'm talking about, right? The Robert H. Johnson Planetarium. For decades, that was literally the peak of the school year. Well, today, in this explainer, we are looking at the absolute heartbreak of its impending demolition, and more importantly, the incredible grassroots mission to completely flip the script and bring the stars back to Jeffco.
Okay, let's dive into this, because the emotional stakes here are profound. This isn't just about some old building. It's about a core childhood memory shared by thousands of people. When a campaign started to try and save the dome, their GoFundMe page was just instantly flooded with these incredible testimonies. Like Carol Hall wrote, "I was one of thousands of Jeffco students who visited the planetarium regularly. It was the highlight of every school year." It's actually amazing how deeply a single field trip can embed itself into a whole community's collective memory.
And, it goes so far beyond just a fun day out of the classroom. Another GoFundMe donor, Dana Guy, wrote this just beautifully. "The stars inspire. Kids need to be inspired to look up, be curious, and dream." That concrete dome forged lifelong curiosities for so many. Actually, for the campaign's organizer, astrophysicist Ariel M, Scisney, visiting that very dome as a kid who felt kind of lost, that was the exact moment he found hope and purpose. It literally changed the entire trajectory of his life.
So how did we actually get here? Let's quickly trace the lifespan of the Robert H. Johnson Planetarium. It was built back in 1963, named after the district superintendent, and it ran for decades, until 2009, when, you guessed it, recession budget cuts forced it to close. The doors were locked, but, crazily enough, the lights literally stayed on inside. Fast forward to 2019, and Ariel starts this passionate, community-driven campaign to reopen it. But, after 5 years of fighting tooth and nail, a devastating blow is dealt in 2024.
Right, so on May 2nd, 2024, the campaign basically hit a brick wall. Ariel was told in person by Superintendent Tracy Dorland that the district had made its final decision. They were going to demolish the building entirely. The reason? To expand the Fletcher Miller School. It was this very clinical, bureaucratic choice that seemingly just crushed 5 years of tireless community campaigning. The district, at least from the campaign's perspective, remained totally blind and deaf to the immense benefits of keeping that immersive theater alive.
Which brings us to Part 1, the Rogue Planetarium Restart. But hey, if you think that's where the story ends, no way. We are shifting gears entirely here. If the district won't save the building, well, the community has decided they're just going to take the stars directly to the classrooms. They're going rogue. And this brilliantly illustrates the contrast between the old way and this new mission. The old way, a stationary building, aging tech, district-controlled, and sadly demolished. The rogue way, though, completely mobile. It uses 4K immersive projection, and because it's funded entirely by the community, it isn't subject to district budget cuts. It's basically unstoppable. Talk about transforming a static defeat into a dynamic rebirth.
To execute this massive pivot, the campaign totally restructured its goals. Ariel lowered the original fundraising goal, which was over $1 million just for building renovations, down to a laser-focused $50,000. This is specifically to purchase a state-of-the-art portable dome, allowing them to basically become a mobile substitute for the Lost Theater, taking the universe straight to the wider community.
Moving right into Part 2, the Mobile Mission Rebirth.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is what exactly that 50K goal buys. We are talking about a huge leap from those clunky analog projectors of the 90s. The immense technical power of modern systems, like the Digistar Lite by Evans and Sutherland, is wild. It allows the entire dome to be controlled seamlessly by an educator just walking around the room with an iPad. It uses 72-bit processing, which totally eliminates that weird visual banding you used to see in dark astronomy scenes. And it even supports Unreal Engine for absolute photorealism. An operator can literally pilot the audience off the Earth and seamlessly fly right into the rings of Saturn, live. It's mind-blowing.
And it goes way beyond just local software. These systems feature something called dome casting. This is a capability that allows these mobile systems to connect to a global network of other planetariums so they can share live collaborative presentations in real time. Think about that for a second. This completely transforms a simple inflatable tent sitting in a school gymnasium into an interconnected global physics and astronomy lab. And honestly, the operational realities of deploying this incredible tech are surprisingly simple. To set up a standard 16-foot digitalized or Starlab dome inside any local school, you basically just need 3 things: First, a ceiling clearance of about 10.5 feet. Second, a standard 120-volt grounded AC outlet to run the fan and projector. And third, a carpeted floor, which protects the dome's fabric, sure, but mostly it just makes it comfortable for the kids sitting inside. That's literally it. Within minutes, a school can have a world-class space simulator up and running. Let's move to and see how this builds incredible grassroots momentum, because the campaign is offering some really unique donor rewards to make this happen. A $50 donation gets you a copy of Ariel's book, Majesty and Monotony. If you step up to $500, you get a signed book plus a free star party with expert astronomers. But get this, at the top tier, for $5,000, donors get a private video jockey, or VJ, immersive experience right under the dome. It's essentially like renting out the Las Vegas Sphere just for you and your friends. How cool is that?
Which leads us to part 3, keeping curiosity alive.
Because this entire effort, it goes deeper than just buying cool technology. For the Jeffco alum, it feels like a correction of a historical betrayal. The district might have chosen to tear down the physical walls that held so many memories, but this community, they're making absolutely sure that the core mission, the inspiration, the science, that pure awe of the cosmos survives and evolves. So the crucial point is this: will we let the lights go out on Jeffco's curiosity? When that concrete dome finally falls to the wrecking ball, does the inspiration have to die right along with it? They have the technology to bring it back, more accessible than it has ever been.
The district made their choice with demolition, but the community is fighting back for a restart. And the campaign's message to alumni is super clear: don't let the lights go out. They are currently seeking donations anywhere from $10 to $1,000 through their page to fund this rebirth and bring the stars back to Jeffco. All of this just leaves us with a really fascinating question. In an era of constantly shrinking school budgets, will grassroots rogue initiatives exactly like this one become the new standard for keeping childhood wonder alive in our education system?